So, welcome to Copenhagen, it's Bella Center. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and it feels a bit like Ghostenhagen. It's that's Copenhagen, but the ghost town version, in case you were wondering. But here we have a lot of displays from various international organizations that have come to barrage delegates and reporters and NGOs, other NGOs with their various materials. It's now empty. It's been this way for a couple of days since the leaders started to arrive. Of course, they got rid of a lot of NGOs starting yesterday in advance of the big guns like President Obama and Premier Wen Jiabao from China. Here we have some reporters coming in for the morning plenary session, which will begin in a few hours. Obama will speak there. Someone's rushing off to prepare for the meeting or for catastrophic climate change. Here is a cafe, empty, unusually so. Water dispenser with biodegradable plastic cups. This is where people get their documents in the morning, including their schedules. Very busy, usually. Here's a list of all of the various issues being tackled here at Copenhagen, from adaptation to climate change, to the clean development mechanism, to investment in countries and projects that are trying to mitigate carbon dioxide emissions. Here's a stand-up television anchor place. Here's another cafe. Copenhagen Climate Summit, the Bella Center, someone described to me as something like what happens if a shopping mall and an airport get together and have a kid. It's always open, for the most part, if you have a badge, like this one. And you can see in a second just how large it is. It does have the feel of an airport for sure. This is the main room. Whether the airplane is going anywhere is another story. Here's a map showing all of the auditoriums and meeting halls. Take a good look. It's a lot of space. There's a lot of countries here. 192. Here's another display. People have small conferences and kiosks, information kiosk. There's a nighttime cafe, the night bar. People can get their expensive lattes and sandwiches and pastries. Everything's really expensive here, but that's because it's Denmark. And this over here is the plenary area where the heads of state will be meeting today to be talking about a deal, and I'm not allowed back there right now. Hopefully later. Over here is a cleaning lady, keeping things clean and hopefully green. A lot of delegates have been hanging out here. This is where they come into the building along with the heads of state. And upstairs here is where a lot of negotiations have been taking place behind closed doors. I think everyone's gone to sleep now for a couple hours until the final talks really get underway. Here's the bank. And if you look outside here, this is where Obama should be entering. You can see the wind turbine that powers the Bella Center, or some of it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Security people. Down there is the press conference room, the main one. Over here is a television studio. It's where Democracy Now! Has been doing their segments.
Excuse me?
Yes, sir.
Who are you?
I'm at the press.
You're the press?
Yeah, I'm just doing a little video tour of the Bella Center.
Okay, you know it's quite suspicious what you're doing.
Walking around.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because of the terrorist attack in London, they just arrested someone, and in Denmark we have the same.
What
People
happened?
filming it. Nothing happened. We just see people filming.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Like that
Okay.
to check the entrances
Yeah,
down
yeah.
and where to place bombs and so
Not
on.
a terrorist.
Yes,
I
you're not a
promise.
terrorist.
Yeah,
No.
no, not
Okay.
at all. But thanks for letting me
You
know.
have to expect to
I have to
get
be
stopped
careful.
and maybe arrested or something like that if you keep on going.
Especially
like that.
around here.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of security now. Okay. Was there something that happened in London today?
No.
Oh, you mean?
Sometime heard a long time ago.
Okay.
Maybe
With video.
during this attack with this.
Oh, they had
train-
video
train
cameras.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just doing a blog post about what the center's like for people who aren't here.
Okay.
But I'm done. I'm basically done. So thanks a lot. Sorry about that. Whew. Okay. Close one. I have no ill intentions whatsoever. And that's, you can quote me on that. Back into the main hall of the Bella Center. And down there at the end of the hall leads to another long series of hallways which break off into another group of large rooms, and eventually the delegates' offices. Every delegation here has their own office where a lot of the hashing out of deals and discussions takes place. Now we're entering the media center. This is where the lowly journalists come to do their hard work, writing articles, blogging, making videos about writing articles and blogging. One thing that I find curious about all of this is that you have all of these computers that are always on, even when they're not being used. It seems like a slightly dubious scenario for a conference on climate change, but the conference has promised to offset its emissions to be carbon neutral. Of course, the controversies of carbon neutrality are well known and being discussed at the conference. they will probably not be resolved, along with a lot of other issues, such as how to craft a climate deal that can satisfy the needs and the desires of 192 countries. Okay, time to go to bed. Thank you.
Morning.